Designing and creating an attractive landing page is easier than you think, but you must know the main purpose of that specific landing page. Indeed, a landing page can represent different things. It can be the homepage of your blog or website. It can be a sales letter or a video sales presentation in which you're selling your product or service. It can be a thank you page, that is the page you see after filling out a form. It can be a checkout page, and it can be an order page. In this specific video, I want to focus your attention on the 5 essential high converting elements of a squeeze page, which is the page you use to collect some data such as name, email and phone number to convert visitors into potential clients. Thanks to a squeeze page, you can start building a serious relationship with your subscribers to nurture them first in order to persuade them to buy your products and or services. Let's dive deep into this fascinating content. My name is Max Cecco and I teach aspiring entrepreneurs and professionals how to turn their knowledge and or someone else's expertise even into a 7-figure business. If you like my content, subscribe to this channel and hit the like button. Before announcing and explaining in detail these 5 elements, I have an important consideration to share with you regarding the squeeze page. If you want to transform cold traffic, potential visitors, into subscribers, you have to give them a strong reason why, and even more than one, they have to fill out a form in order to subscribe. For sure, you have to provide valuable content that resonates with a problem they want to fix. And secondly, this free content has to satisfy their needs. It must be valuable and precious content that stimulates them to know more about the topic. By doing so, you are persuading them to buy your product or service to continue the conversation you have established with the free content. Thirdly, even if you give your best information for free, the main rule I suggest you follow is to sell the free content. Don't assume that people will give you their data because of the free content. It must be compelling enough to push people to take action. And if your landing page, squeeze page, is not properly structured, you will not convert these visitors into subscribers. With that being said, let's see the 5 essential and high converting elements of a squeeze page. Element number 1, headline. I can definitely say that the headline is the most important piece of copywriting ever in any landing page. If your headline sucks, no one will read the body copy or buy your product or service or subscribe to your email list. Period. First of all, what is the purpose of the headline? Simply get people to stop what they are doing to start reading or watching what you put in front of their eyes. With a great headline, you have enormous possibilities to convert your potential client into a subscriber, even if the body copy is not so great. Vice versa, if your headline sucks, you will lose money, for sure. Your headline should connect emotionally with your target audience. And a great headline targets people emotionally, usually around either a fear or desire. It targets either something your audience is scared of or something they really want. Want to know how to write compelling headlines? Watch this video till the end. Element number 2. Video squeeze page or only written text? This is a great dilemma and it all depends on how you bring visitors to your squeeze page. Let me share with you some important considerations. You will probably agree with me that if a stranger lands on your squeeze page and they have the chance to watch a video, you can establish a more real and deep connection with your viewer. Video builds trust and lets you communicate a more compelling message by using your voice and body language. This is why I like the idea of using and especially testing a short video under 1 minute, even on the squeeze page. On the flip side, if you use paid ads such as Facebook ads or YouTube ads, You should communicate a message by using a video to persuade people to visit your squeeze page first and subscribe to your email list. In this case, you can build a squeeze page without video, and ideally only with a strong headline and subscription form. For these reasons, I suggest you test almost 2 different squeeze pages, one with video and the other one without video. Then compare the results. This technique is called A/B test. Based on hundreds of squeeze pages built in my 13 years of career in digital marketing, the best squeeze pages are the ones with a strong headline and little text. Often, the shorter, the better. Element number 3. Lead generation form. This is another essential element of your squeeze page. It lets you collect the subscribers' data, such as name, email, and phone number. To make things simple, you have to know that the less data you ask to your visitors to get access to your information, the better the conversion will be. Indeed, many people ask only for the visitor's email. On the flip side, by collecting name, email, and phone number, you will get more qualified leads that are very interested in your message. Now, another important consideration. You can embed the form directly to the squeeze page, like the one you're watching right now. In today's economy, since 95% of traffic is mobile, you should seriously consider the pop-up form, like the one you're watching right now. Once you press the button, a pop-up will appear, and you have the chance to subscribe by filling out the form. And, very important, let the button appear above the fold to be seen ideally without scrolling, especially on mobile devices. Now, let me introduce the next element that is strictly related to the form. Element number 4. Call to action. You have to tell people what you want them to do, and in this case, you can incorporate the call to action directly on the button, like a short headline. For instance, get your free copy of this ebook, download the checklist, join the wait list, reserve your seat now, download the video lessons, and so on. If you want to test a long squeeze page as the one you're watching right now, and honestly, it is very peculiar because we are selling a self-treatment, you can repeat the call to action in different parts of the squeeze page, and you should embed the module multiple times. Element number 5. Minimal design and mobile responsive. I'm a fan of a minimal design. Especially when you create squeeze pages, the ideal situation is to focus the reader's attention on one single action. Subscribe to the newsletter by filling out the form. You should always avoid external links that can take your potential client outside your squeeze page. In other words, they have to fill out the form or close the page, nothing more. So, avoid fancy designs, animations, or strange things. And always remember that your audience, no matter your target market, is in their beginner stage. Include in your squeeze page a minimal design with the only intent of persuading people to fill out the form, period. Consider creating 2 versions of the same squeeze page. One for desktop computers and the other one optimized for mobile. If the squeeze page is not mobile friendly, you will lose subscribers and consequently sales. Before ending this video, I suggest you to test another element on the squeeze page: testimonials. They can improve the subscription rate, but it is not a rule. Consider the idea of including maximum 3 testimonials with a profile picture and a short text, even only 1 sentence. Last but not least, regardless of these 5 important elements of a high-converting squeeze page, remember to test everything. Testing is the key to improving results, subscribers conversion rate, and sales conversions. That's it. With that being said, since the headline is the most crucial element of every landing page, I highly recommend watching this video. Copywriting tutorial, 10 top headline formulas to sell anything. If you want to get high click-through rates when you write an ad, or high conversion rates in terms of sales or leads, aka potential customers that subscribe to your email list, or the highest ROI, return on investment possible, you have to become great at writing headlines. So, watch this video now.